Hi friends. I'd like to share with you my intention behind creating the course Activating Your Divine Feminine via Cyclical Living. And I'd also like to share who this course is for. So in case you are interested or you're on the fence about what is this really all about, I'd like to share that with you. So why was this course created? What caused it to be birthed? I am finding that too many women are needing this information and they are actually seeking it, but they don't even know either. They don't know that they need it and they don't even know that they're seeking it. Now, how do I know this? I facilitate a lot of women's circles and I work a lot with women in various formats via one-on-one energy sessions, via mentorship, via deep courses about the divine feminine and ascension. So I work with women on different platforms and we always come back to the same topics. And although we are all on our different paths, we are all seeking this fundamental foundational information, which through my studies I have realized has been stripped away from our civilization and our humanity. And so this is why there are so many women seeking it and needing it, but you're not even realizing it, because it's, I believe, inherent in the wisdom of our body. And that's exactly what this course is going to be about. What does that even mean? Inherent in the wisdom of our bodies. We don't live in that kind of culture anymore, yet I believe, and I am seeing, living, and experiencing the fact that we can activate this wisdom in our bodies, and it can be very practical. It doesn't have to feel very weird woo-woo out there. It can be a very practical approach. I'm also seeing that most of my clients, most of the women that I am working with, have either had a miscarriage, an abortion, or some kind of loss in their womb. And it might have happened a year ago, 5 years ago, 20 years ago. And it's affecting their current day living, meaning their relationships, their health, their connection to their heart, their inability to tap into a deeper creative source of power and creative magic is what we call it. So there is energy leakage that is happening in the womb for, so far, 98% of women that I work with. And there's no reason why we should know why it's being caused unless we are understanding the information that is being shared. So again, my intention is to first share the fact that most women are experiencing miscarriages, abortions, some kind of womb loss, or some kind of very deep, intrusive, invasive surgical procedure around their womb that is creating energetic leakage. And we will talk about what that means and why you should consider cleaning up the energetic space of your womb. And so that leads me to the next topic. What does the energetic space of the womb mean? So the way that I work with the womb is very different than a gynecologist or a doctor's approach, right? Everybody has their role, of course. My way of looking into the womb is very energetic. So I can feel, see, and sense what is happening in the womb space. And like I had mentioned earlier, there are too many wombs with energetic leakage, and this causes a rupture in our energetic field, because the womb for a woman is the very center of not only her universe, but the universe of her community and her life. So it's a very sacred portal that we really need to bring a lot of awareness and attention to. Another thing that I'm seeing is that many women are choosing to bypass their menstrual cycle, choosing not to bleed, or choosing forms of birth control that are impeding on the natural rhythm of the body. So we're going to talk about what that means, what your options are, and what is actually happening to your body. And you get to decide what you would like to do once that information is given to you, because I believe that most women are making these choices because they're not given another choice. They're given one choice, and that's it, right? So if you're only given one choice, that's not really a choice. So I would love to provide sort of a foundation for you so that you can then receive the wisdom, receive the information, and then make a conscientious choice about what you would like to do with your body and what effects that may have in the long run. My intention is to bring you clarity and transparency behind what the womb actually represents. So if you're someone that feels uncomfortable about the womb and the divine feminine energy, and we'll talk about divine feminine energy, that's why I put it in quotations, I want to make this information practical and reachable. We're going to be talking about why your menstrual cycle is important, what it means to be in harmony with your menstrual cycle. And really the idea is to remind you that your womb space can represent so much wisdom and magic if you align to it. That's really the foundation behind all of this. When we X out our womb, we automatically cut ourselves out of the possibilities that come with tuning into the womb space. Now, if all of this feels like mumble jumble jargon, don't worry. This course will really break it all down for you. And then lastly, my intention is to really give you a reason as to why even tap into the wisdom of the womb? Why even tap into the magic of the womb? What is it? In a lot of circles that I facilitate, many women are feeling very alone and almost feeling like they're drowning in their experiences, whether it's past experiences, whether it's current experiences, with birth control, with abortion, with sexuality, with anything that has happened in their mother lineage. So again, this is really to make everything as practical as possible and to bring you more of a foundational understanding of why this is more important than ever, specifically at this time in our human history, as we finish out an old age, an old era of humanity, and we now begin to birth a new form of consciousness, a new humanity as we move forward. So who is this then created for? Well, if you're watching this and you've made it this far, I think there's an inkling inside of you that is curious to know more, and that to me means everything. But outside of that, if you feel around your womb space, when I say womb, when I say the word womb, and this was me years ago, if somebody would have said womb, I would just completely shut them out because it meant absolutely nothing to me because it was never shown to me, right? So if you feel uncomfortable, if you feel weird, if it feels misunderstood, if it feels vague, unclear, if it just feels like, I don't know if I want that, this is probably for you. If you connect to your menstrual cycle and just the concept of your menstrual cycle and you are disgusted or you don't understand it or it annoys you or you feel pain around the menstrual cycle, this is for you. Our menstrual cycle should not be painful, and pain is the way that your body speaks to you to seek help or seek more information. If the word or the concept divine feminine feels weird or you feel completely vague around that topic, this is definitely something that you want to consider. And also, if you want to understand why you ever chose a certain kind of birth control in the first place that is sort of controlling your body's hormones and dictating how your body feels and acts and functions, as opposed to you coming back to the wisdom that is inherent in our human bodies, then this course is for you. So sending you much love, and I hope that really gave you clarity behind what activating your divine feminine via cyclical living is all about.